What's going on, everybody? My name's TAETRO, and today I want to give you my first impressions of the Akai Mpk mini play. Let's check it out. Alright, first things first, if you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and free sound packs, click that subscribe button down below, and make sure you follow me on all my other social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, for more beat making and music production content. I just put out brand new merch. In case you forgot, the project you're working on probably needs more reverb, so here's a t-shirt to make sure that you always remember that. No, but seriously, check the merch out. I think it looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think about it in a comment down below. But now that that's all out of the way, let's get things started. I want to tell you all about the Akai Mpk mini play and what I think of it right out of the box. But first, I have to use my YouTube powers and get it out of the box. Here it is, the Akai Mpk mini play in the flesh. Now, it doesn't look that different than its predecessor, just the Akai Mpk Mini Mark II. A few key similarities, but then also a few key differences. Let's put them side by side. So you still have the red joystick, the 8 pads, basic functional buttons. The knobs, things start to get a little different. So there's only 5 of those knobs with the white pointers, 8 of them here, and then another knob that's used to navigate on the little screen, another major difference from the Mark II. On the back they have the same basic stuff, so USB and USB. Also, both have a sustain input, but the Akai Mpk Mini Play actually has a headphone jack. And that's because this can run totally on batteries and be played standalone. So all I have to do is switch from USB to battery, and you can see that it powers right on. My first impression of the built-in speaker is, though, it's not that great. It's okay, but you probably would never really use it. I would always either be using headphones or be running out to an amp. But like I said before, you use this knob here to navigate through the different sounds, and you're just scrolling through the sound bank. Those are all key instruments, like keyboard playing instruments, and then you can switch over to drums, and then you can scroll through the 10 drum kits. Each of the drum kits has a second bank, so each drum kit has a total of 16 pads if you switch from bank A to bank B. Now these 4 knobs here serve 2 functions each, and you can switch between the functions by switching from knob bank A to knob bank B. So if I go back to an instrument, you can see that I can adjust the filter, the resonance, the reverb, and the chorus. And then under that, you see I can change the attack and the release, as well as the low EQ and the high EQ. This knob right here is just for volume. We've got a joystick that does pitch and mod, octave up and down, and of course the built-in arpeggiator, which is great. So really, this is the Akai Mpk Mini Mark II, but with sounds built in. And I saw a lot of people kind of upset in my comments when I talked about this coming up because they had just bought the Mark II and they really feel like they missed out. They should have gotten the Mpk Mini Play. But I don't think that that's 100% true. I think if you have the Mark II, you're probably fine and you might actually be better off. But I want to talk a little bit more about my personal opinions and thoughts at the end of the video. For now, let me give you a quick demo of some of the sounds on the Mpk Mini Play. Alright, so there were some sounds from the MPK mini play. Those are all built in here. And I will also note that you can save sounds to your favorites and then map them to the different pads so you can easily recall your favorites. You don't have to scroll through every time. But I want to just give sort of my opinion and my thoughts on the sounds they chose to build in. They pretty much built in your basic keyboard sounds. If you go to Walmart or any basic retailer that sells keyboards for like kids or for people just starting out, they all have the same sounds. Piano sounds, guitar sounds, a couple world string instruments, and then like the weird effect sounds at the end, like the ocean or rain or something. They also will always have like a selection of synth pads and synth leads, and I think that those are probably the coolest sounds on the MPK mini play, only because you have control over the filter and the resonance, the attack, the release. Having that control really makes it a little more worth it, but I'm still not sold on the built-in sounds. Overall, they don't sound amazing, especially the string sounds or any sounds that are supposed to be a real instrument. They are very basic synthesized forms of those instruments. I really wish Akai had taken a moment to either allow producers to import their own sounds onto here, or include some type of editor so that they could create sounds using Akai's environment, but it doesn't seem like we have that here. Now, when I first talked about the Akai Mpk Mini Play in the last video, I mentioned a use case of maybe you're in a band or maybe you're performing and you want something that's easy to take with you that doesn't need to be hooked up to a computer. So you could just run the line out and play it as a lead instrument or an accompanying instrument, something like that. And that's fine, I guess that's possible, but you would probably find something a little bit better than this if you wanted to do like a synth lead, or if you wanted to maybe have a piano on stage, especially since this is only 25 mini keys. It's not gonna really serve your purpose as like an accompanying piano. And I will say, if you are gonna be using this with your DAW or for electronic music performance like I do, now you only have 5 knobs right here and you used to have 8. And that's a pretty big drawback and probably a trade-off I wouldn't want to make just to get these built-in sounds. Because for me, how often am I going to be using the built-in sounds? I'm going to plug it into Ableton and use Ableton sounds, but that's just me. All this being said, I get the question of, how do I make the MPK make sounds? And before now, you couldn't. MIDI controllers, you know, they don't make sound, they control software. Now Akai has included sounds, which is really going to confuse people, but will also, I guess, cater to that audience that wants the sounds built in. But in this case, now they're going to be wondering, okay, how do I make beats with it? And it's not like you can sequence right on here. It's not truly a standalone music production device. It's a standalone instrument, sure, but you can't sequence or make beats or make loops on here. It would be great if there was a product that maybe was a little bit more expensive, that was still an MPK product, that mirrored sort of what a circuit is, and you know, you have the same layout, but maybe it's just a little taller with a sequencer on top. That would have really impressed me, and that would have definitely surpassed my expectations. This sort of feels like it caters to a very beginner audience who is not quite sure what a MIDI controller is and just wants something that makes sound right out of the box. Now, it runs on AA's, which I'm not sure how long they're gonna last. If I'm gonna be doing beat production or performances or something, I'm probably not gonna use this. I'm most likely gonna use the regular old MPK Mark II. It has everything I need. I don't need to use the built-in sounds or the built-in speaker. I probably can't even see myself just like coming up with ideas on this using it in standalone mode. The sounds just aren't that great. But I do appreciate Akai giving full control over the sounds, the attack and release, as well as the reverb and all that. Those are my first impressions with the Akai Mpk Mini Play. If you have your thoughts about the Akai Mpk Mini Play, please let me know in a comment down below. Is there something I'm missing here? Like I said, I think it's really going to cater to a beginner audience. So those of you who are kicking yourselves that you didn't get the Play and you ended up with the Mark II, you're fine. You're set. Don't even worry about it. You're not missing much here. If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and be sure to check out all my social links in the description down below. You can also find the link to my Patreon, where you can donate just $1 a month and support this channel so that I can bring you even more videos and resources on electronic music production. And while you're on the channel, be sure to check out the podcast where I review like-minded home studio producers' music and talk about things and answer questions. You can join my Facebook group. It's a TAETRO Facebook community by messaging me on Facebook and saying, hey, I want to get in your group. And you can ask the group for advice. You can then send your tracks into the podcast and I'll review them. So be sure to send me a message on Facebook and let me know you want in. If you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and free sound packs, click that subscribe button down below. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.